I'll knock you upside the Gulliver, you dingbat.
Oh my god, I need that Gulliver.
For my travels. Sorry, can you talk in standard Japanese?
That's so stupid. Welcome back to Blue Words on the Screen.
Yeah, there's the casting couch.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty close.
And,
I feel like the arms are higher on that. Not that I would know.
so it's not very padded, though.
If anything,
so.
you have the casting couch.
I do. That's true.
This is like a black... I mean, the only thing is I think the casting couch is a love seat, and this is a three-seater.
Well, you know, sometimes you need that extra wide.
Yeah, I mean, your dick's just that huge. I gotta come at you from across the room.
Yeah. Don't you just hate it when you watch porn and the guy whips his peen out and you're like, that's it? I can do that.
Yeah, that's usually what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how disappointing their penis is. It's not my own.
Yeah, so we lost... Well, not footage. The footage was fine. We lost our audio from the last episode.
Yeah.
So
we should just Mystery Science Theater. That doesn't make any sense. It's literally just clicking. Like a video of us just clicking through. We'd probably sit there and be like, why are we sitting on this for so long? And it's because I was probably on some stupid tangent.
Just watch through it and add commentary to it.
Yeah.
That'd be so weird.
It's the exact same thing as what we're doing right now.
I guess that's true. But anyways, so we have to go through this again.
Yeah. I don't remember. I mean, it's going to come back to me.
I don't really
instantly.
either because this is the beginning of a scene. But
yeah, we just picked up Makina from work.
Like
she was
literally carried her home.
Sleepy. Yeah. So I guess let's just get into it and get through this episode again.
When I return to the dorm, Makina still clinging to my back, Amane comes out to meet us, and with undisguised relief on her face. And for some reason, all of our other classmates are waiting in the lobby as well. Michiru, a vaguely crabby expression on her face,
Sneep, sneep,
peers over my shoulder at Makina and asks, "So she fell asleep after all?" in a sarcastic tone. Then proceeds to poke at the girl's flabby little cheeks, mumble, "What a helpless kid," and break into a smile. As for Sachi, she begins by offering me a polite bow and thanks for my efforts, and then carefully removes Makina's boots one at a time and puts them away in the shoe rack at the side of the door. Certainly. In their place, she takes Makina's favorite pair of slippers, the so-called terrible twins, decorated with the snarling faces of 2 stuffed animal tigers and a bunch of croc charms, and slides them onto her feet.
Oh, it does. Okay. I've never owned a pair of Crocs.
I haven't either.
Okay.
My daughter does.
Yeah.
She buys the charms.
My oldest has a pair, and I throw them on when I need to like take the garbage out or whatever.
Yeah.
They're not uncomfortable. They don't go with anything.
Right. No. I don't think I could ever wear them.
No. I don't like
However,
sandals either, though.
yeah. However, since the girl's still lying limp against my back, they flop right off and fall to the ground. Sachi picks them up and puts them back on, and they fall off again. So she pulls out some duct tape. And
just super glue on the inside of it.
Not that it works any better the second or third time. Clumsily earnest, as always.
Oh my god.
Maybe someday she'll figure out that brute force repetition doesn't compensate for a lack of strategy. Lastly, there's... I wasn't ready, sorry.
We wasted... Think of how many S's we wasted. We never remember. We use the same ones all the time.
Springwater, her initially convincing show of indifference belied by a momentary glance away from the paperback in her hand. Once her eyes find Makina sleeping on my back, she snorts softly and returns her glance to the book. I think it's safe to say she was fairly concerned about Makina too, in her way.
Oh my god. She loves her.
She's nice.
Best girl.
It's about 10 minutes after this little scene when the girl finally wakes up. You tuna fish man time?
And they gave me bread? I mean, I gave them bread, they gave me paper.
Yes, we did this already. Her eyes blink open in my bed, where I tossed her soundly slumbering body as a temporary measure, instead of her own room for some reason, and quickly find the large sack of melon buns sitting next to her pillow. Squirming out of the bed, she grabs a bag and scampers off to distribute them to the other residents of the dorm. Amane and Sachi express their heartfelt thanks in voices choked with tears. Michiru offers, Well, I don't dislike melon buns, managing to convey sincere gratitude despite the standard veneer of arrogance. Even Stephanie Meyer softly closes her book with a quiet, I see, stares Makina straight in the face and says, I'll accept that gratefully then. And proceeds to dig into the pastry right then and there. I'm honestly a little surprised at first, but come to think of it, I guess that's sort of her style. In summary, to this anecdote that I'm writing
everybody
in my
got
head.
bread. The end.
Hey, Makina's first day of part-time work, the subject of so much angst and anxiety, has come to a peaceful conclusion.
I'm never going back.
You mean I gotta do it again? And that evening,
Stofers.
graciously allows Makina and Amane to take the first bath. The moment the girl's out, she runs down to the lobby where I've been waiting for my turn.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Then drops herself. Nobody spoke yet.
Yeah,
Didn't realize the TV
like,
was so loud.
It's kind of a good thing, I guess, because that would have been even louder.
Drops herself onto my lap with a solid thump and turns to face the television set.
Your lap seems to have been firmly established as Maki-chan's reserved seat, Kazami-san.
Yep, I've even put a flag in it.
Ah! Right into the hole!
As I answer Sachi's teasing comment with a wry smile, Makina grabs the remote control from the table and flips it to the channel of her favorite show. Jerry!
Oh,
Jerry!
I do remember
Jerry!
this. No! I have to do the Australian accent again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Chuckling softly, Sachi places a glass of Calpis. That's right,
Yeah,
Calpis.
the Calpis.
Diluted in water in front of Makina and then makes a swift exit.
They're just milk drinks. We looked it up.
Right, because we were like,
coming back to it.
I called it
today.
Calpis Sun.
Yeah.
Probably gone off to tidy up the mess Makina made in the bath before S'mores takes her turn. The girl really is quite the attentive servant. Just as Sachi's disappearing up the stairs, Amane enters the lobby in the process of removing her apron.
Oh,
Shit, she had something underneath.
Oh. You two kind of look like a real parent and child right now.
For her part, the way Amane is striking up conversation with freshly washed tableware in her hands is also oddly domestic. She's the very image of a housewife.
Obviously, because that's the woman's job.
Do I look that old? Let's go with siblings instead.
That's still, like, perverted. Step siblings.
Step.
Well, what can I say? You have that crotchety whippersnappers these days. Side to your personality.
I've said that 7 times.
Yeah, I mean,
all
come
right?
on. That's, like, just, like, 4 or 5 times a week. It's not really that big a deal.
Maybe they should get off my lawn.
If they weren't kids these days, then I wouldn't have to say it.
And Makina's really immature for her age. I guess the contrast works against you.
With this pronouncement, Amane heads back to her room with the stack of clean plates.
Oh my god. Warning, she has blue hair and pronouncement.
Who are you calling crotchety, you whippersnapper? In the first place, it's not like I've experienced the world through early enough to start passing judgment on whippersnappers.
You pass judgment on everyone.
Surely Makina's unusually childish behavior is more of a relevant factor. The more relevant factor. A good case in point. The girl's currently guzzling down a warm, sweet Calpis, mesmerized by the glow of the television screen, completely oblivious to the world around her. It occurs to me that if you cut out this one moment in time, it'd look like a pretty happy little game of house.
Can I be the dog?
They already have one.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm startled at my own behavior. Even though I understand that this is ultimately nothing more than a make-believe game, I can't seem to help surrendering myself to its lukewarm comforts.
I said dog because cats seem to have a bad rap in our visual novels, so...
Yeah, pets don't,
Yeah.
we don't like pets in our visual novels anymore.
No.
Papa! Professor Dave is starting! Warm up that Australian exit!
No. It's so bad, though. I'm glad that audio's gone.
Is this the episode where I did like a whole bunch of voices with like where Makina was making fun of, not making fun of people, but
Mimicking
mimicking
No, I
people,
think
or was that earlier?
No,
Okay.
that was earlier.
Whew, that was too hard. Ah, so it is. What's the good professor doing battle with today? The stingray. Oh, no. The professor in question is the host of the American documentary show Professor Dave's Amazing Animals, a man by the name of David McAllister.
D-Mac.
This fearless individual apparently puts his life on the line on a weekly basis to provide his audience with reports on various dangerous animals. A formula that proved highly popular with his audience of bloodthirsty children. I'm going to stick my head up to this beehive just to see how it looks.
Oh my god, I can't do it.
Gorgeous!
Hey there, kids. As promised, today's show is a special on the mighty shark.
Clad stylishly in the tough survival gear of a seasoned adventurer, a Hawaiian shirt and cargo shorts, Professor Dave strides confidently along a beach, telling the kids in front of their TV sets all about sharks in a cheerful, enthusiastic monologue, periodically interrupted by voiceovers that seem to be strategically covering up some overly frank observations. There's someone in the corner reacting to it.
Thanks for the observation, overly frank. These last few years, sharks have got a lot of problems. I'm starting to go Irish with it. A lot of problems with their hunting grounds, so it's gotten less rare for them to wander down to the beach. We don't want our fun-filled vacations ruined by a shark attack, do we, kids?
No, punch him!
Not to worry. That's what Professor Dave's here for. Today, I'm visiting this Shark World Center to teach all you kids in front of the TV how to fight back if a shark bites you. You just punch it right in the face.
Behind Professor Dave, equipped for his mission with flip-flops and a straw hat, an image of a large building appears with the words Shark World Center in bold red letters.
He's got a Hawaiian shirt and a straw hat.
The One Piece will be mine.
A voiceover informs us that the center is an institution that looks after injured sharks who find their way into shallow coastal waters where there's a lot of pirates.
Yeah, I don't even know if One Piece is a thing that they're going for. Or if that's, I've never seen it or read it or anything. Don't fucking at me.
Helping them to heal and return to the sea. Soon the scene switches to Dave peering down into a massive water tank where a great white shark that appears to be a good 5 meters in length quietly glides to and fro.
This is going to be dangerous because there's a shark in here and also I don't know how to swim. How do you like that? This is a great white. Huge, isn't he? Alright then, let's have him bite us right away.
And
I'm bleeding a little bit. I think I've got an arm off.
I shouldn't have worn my Kobe beef cologne today. Professor Dave starts saying some crazy shit. Every time I watch this show, I end up thinking, isn't anyone going to stop this guy? The shark might. This week is no exception, as Dave promptly leaps into the shark tank with the bleeding raw carcass of a cow clutched to his chest. Oh, Dave's amazing. You're so amazing, Dave. Call you Amazing Dave. I could never pull that off.
Oh, Yuji starts getting jealous. I'll do it. I'll do that.
Yeah, let's not try. As if on cue, a disingenuous warning clearly inserted by some long-suffering network lawyer flashes across the bottom of the screen. Hey kids, never try this at home. That's a promise with Professor Dave.
And Barney, apparently.
Then again, I sort of feel like any kid stupid enough to try and imitate this stunt should be firmly roped to a hospital bed in the first place.
Oh, looks like our shark's caught the scent of blood. Here he comes.
It's a live show. He just...
He gets like fucking destroyed.
Oh no. Seconds after Dave hits the water, the great white slowly turns its massive head in the direction of bloody carcass, and then begins to steadily home in on the smell.
Home.
Yeah. Home.
Hone.
Like a missile.
We had this conversation, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it's hone in.
I think they both work.
Okay.
To home in on something is like a missile, but to
like
hone in is
missile,
like...
But like honing in is like focusing.
To be focused and, yeah.
But I guess it works for a shark because they are homing in on the thing they're going for.
The smell. The professor holds out a slab of raw meat to the approaching predator, who promptly takes a violent bite, beginning the experiment.
Wow, this is crazy. What power?
I've lost it completely.
But you can't get flustered now, kids.
I mean, he's fighting a shark, so...
Yeah. Yeah, he just loses his accent.
Yeah.
A shark's teeth are sharp as knives, so if you panic and try to pull yourself free, you'll get badly injured. The first and most important thing to remember is, don't panic. And take a look at this. Can't you see, kids? Here, the little spots on the tip of the shark's nose. Right under there, the shark has an organ called the Ampullae de Lorenzini. I think that's one of the locations in Assassin's Creed. Just give him a good whack here with your fist.
For some reason, I want to go to Avanti's now. Professor Dave demonstrates by launching a vigorous rain of blows on the thrashing ichthyoid.
And then he thought, there has to be a better way. As I rained blows upon him.
His hearty battle cries partially drowned out by a series of electronic bleeps. Soon enough, he's beaten the beast into ignominious retreat.
How do you like that? I'm beating him into ignominious retreat. He's got that dog in him.
Aren't we like at Shark World? Like, did he just beat up a caged animal?
Yeah, like a caged animal. Yeah, like those already like mistreated. Well, it wasn't like a SeaWorld attraction thing. It was like a shark rehabilitation thing. So probably a sick,
beating up handicapped sharks.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Look how awesome I am. Of course, you shouldn't go swimming in the places where you might run into sharks in the first place. Nobody should ever go in the ocean. But if you're unlucky enough to run into one, don't panic and don't thrash around, even if he bites you. I've turned into like a surfer bro somehow.
Whatever, man.
Give it to him right in his Lorenzini. Got it? Yeah.
Ooh! I've gotten a little wiser in the ways of the world once more. Professor Dave really is amazing, you know. I'm imitating his voice too.
Just punch a shark and it's just like, oh, my Lorenzini.
This show's as over the top as ever. The guy's got like 12 accents.
Right?
But in the
I
man's,
don't think he's Australian at all.
in the man's defense, Professor Dave's Amazing Animals isn't just selling cheap thrills. The latter half of the program always transitions to a serious emotional animal story of some sort.
Listen, I have to try to do some kind of thing with the voices,
Yeah.
otherwise they're all gonna sound like Sachi.
It just has a voice, like an image of the shark pops up in the corner, and it's like, Lorenzini, the shark, died during this experiment.
Of course it did. You just fucking punched it.
In fact, you could call the extreme experiments in the first part of the show bait
Shark bait.
Dave uses to get the kids' attention, with the real heart of the program coming in the latter half.
So that's when my wife left me, and it's never been the same. Like, it just becomes like this depressing. Amazing animals, don't touch that dial.
The spark just wasn't there anymore. Even the professor, currently flashing a cheerful victory sign to the screen, puts aside his cocky persona in the second half of the program, talking gently with an earnest expression on his face.
I'm pretty sure in Australia it's probably just the peace sign.
The mini-documentary this week tells the story of a fawn that lost its parents at a young age.
This is just Bambi.
The camera traces the animal's struggle to get by on its own after its mother and father are eaten by lions. Oh, that's not Bambi.
That's not Bambi. That's Lion King.
But in the end, it too dies, never having been taught the skills necessary to survive. Fairly harsh stuff, really.
That was great, wasn't it, kids?
No.
What the fuck?
Still clenching the empty glass of cow piss in one stubby little hand, Makina stares intently at the screen, watching the little deer's final moments so quietly she almost seems to be holding her breath. Hey, Papa. What?
What does deer taste like?
It's pretty good, actually.
It's a little mealy.
You're not gonna die and leave me on my own, right? All of a sudden, the cheerful girl on my lap is hanging her head miserably, fat tears rolling over her cheeks.
Oh, God. Tears need to work out.
They're not tears of pity for the doomed fawn on the television set. They're the selfish, fearful tears of a child comparing her own circumstances with those of that starving, lonely animal.
How selfish.
Hey, you won't die, right? She repeats the words, her quavering voice pressing me for an answer.
I guess that's also correct. Quivering?
It's not like I can possibly guarantee that, no matter what I promised the girl today. I'll die when it's my time to die. And yet, don't worry, I won't die. Oh shit, why did I say that?
I gotta figure this out
Totally
now.
gonna die now.
I mean, I'm Yuji, so I will figure out a way to just be immortal.
From what I read in those documents, Makina saw her own father die before her eyes when she was just a child. So I have no choice but to speak these words. Even if they're groundless, irresponsible lies, there's just nothing else I can do. Do I look like I'm going to kick the bucket that easily? I'll keep you safe, and I won't die no matter what. You have my word on that.
Really?
Really, really. That's a promise.
Sneeful. Sneef.
But the words alone don't seem enough to earn her trust. Makina gulps down a big shuddering breath and bites her lower lip, the tears still sliding down her face. Come on. Seriously? Just shut your face. Just shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up.
How do I get you to stop crying?
Well, if you give me a kiss, maybe I'll stop.
Sneaky.
Clever girl. Where the hell did she pick that up?
Does she know how to open doors too?
Wait, as if I really have to ask. Just her trying to open a door.
She just uses a single finger to try to like turn it.
It's a push. Push, not pull. I turned my eyes upward in disgust, trying to burn a hole through the ceiling to where Amine's no doubt humming obliviously and putting away her dishes. All right, Makina, close your eyes. Oh, okay. Standing the girl in front of me, I wait for her eyes to fall shut and then grab her firmly around the ears with both hands and bite vigorously onto her head.
Oh
into her
my
head.
god!
No! Fuck! God! He's eating me!
He's what?
Men are all wolves.
Like they come out with cameras and shit. Oh, damn it.
Play around too much and you'll get eaten right up. My point made, I resume grinding my teeth against Makina's scalp. Yeah! Save me, Dave! Oh, that's right. The employee of Laura Luzini. I'll take that!
Oh, you got a lot of flour in your hair.
Even as I gnaw away at her cranium, Makina flings up her arms and hits me with a toy hammer. In desperate resistance.
It's that Baka hammer.
Poorly developed as she may be, the girl isn't a child, I promise. And although she obviously wasn't intending a full-force attack, one punch just so happens to land nicely on the bridge of my nose. Ow! Damn it!
My Lorenzine!
Ah! You little punk! I'm being stripped!
What the heck are you two doing?
Oh, you know, stepsister and brother things.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is your vision going already? We're playing the Men Are All Wolves game, obviously.
Why are you taking off Makina's clothes?
This is what wolves do.
I don't think that's true. Unless you're trying to dress as a grandma.
Because I'm a pitiful lamb. And I'm in red. I'm
What
Red
sort-
Riding Hood.
What sort of rules does this game have? Is there like a 3-player option?
Oh, you want to join in, Jiru?
Of course not. I haven't even taken my bath yet. I'd be all like girl stinky and like there'd be hormones flying everywhere. Nobody wants that, right?
I can't have him eat me if I haven't bathed yet.
Yeah.
No, so you're up for it once you get nice and clean.
That's so not what I meant. Why the heck would I play along with this creepy rape fantasy?
Oh, it's pretty thrilling, you know.
Whatever, fine. You two can do whatever you want. I'm gonna take a bath. The long one.
Oh, no kidding. All right, then make sure you get your happy hole sparkling clean.
I always do. I mean, wait, don't talk about my happy hole. But I said I'm not doing it, alright? Ugh. Try listening for once in your life. Ugh.
Why'd that girl get all red and angry all of a sudden? I don't get it. Don't ask
boobs are
me.
out.
Maybe that's just how tsunderes are. Oh, them tsunderes sure are a pain in the ass.
Pain in the happy hole.
Aren't they? Have to agree with you there.
She goes back to Amina. She's like, I couldn't learn anything about tsunderes. Sorry. Damn it.
Yeah. By the time our little routine finally winds down, the hour hands crawled past 10. Makina keeps watching television for a while after Professor Dave signs off, but soon enough she's nodded off in my lap. Her soft body, now completely slack against mine, is weirdly warm as always. Wish the girl could turn down her body temperature a little. Hold on to her a little too long and you end up overheated.
She wasn't full of all this pesky blood. What? Makina fell asleep?
Yeah, I guess I'll carry her to the room and dump her in bed. When I lift Makina up off me, her head flops over like an infant's.
Oh my god, shaken baby syndrome.
Limbs dangling down like the feelers of some torpid jellyfish. Ah, damn it, the girl's too damn limp like a torpid jellyfish.
Now I need you to pee on me.
I can't.
She's not actually. Just pee on me.
I need a sample. I can't get a decent grip.
Well, Makina supposedly did ballet as a kid. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Ballet. I guess it's not surprising that the daughter of a filthy rich family might get a few lessons. Actually, Makina's a lot more agile and quick on her feet than you might expect. If she was trained in ballet as a kid, that might more or less explain it. Whoops, I dropped her.
Oh, she's dead.
As I finally managed to hoist Makina up into my arms in the classic bridal carry, one of her stubby little hands clutches tightly at my shirt. Seems to be an unconscious reflex, since the girl herself is still thoroughly out of it.
You know you shouldn't wear this color after Labor Day.
Damn it, I knew it.
You got caught. You suck. She might keep that up for a good 30 minutes if you're not lucky, you know. Oh, and if you try ripping her hand off, she'll instantly burst into tears. And they're fat tears, too.
Fantastic. Guess I don't have any choice but to stay next to her until she falls asleep for reals, playa.
Faux shizzle, my nizzle. Why not just get in bed with her like that? That's a normal thing to do.
Alright. Can you just not say things like that so casually? And while you're at it, do me a favor and stop teaching Makina weird crap.
Huh? Like what?
Like everything you do. Girl tried this "I'll stop crying if you kiss me" number out on me. Sound exactly like you, Amane. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, come on. Must you blame me for everything? I don't remember teaching her anything like that.
It's kind of what she does to you.
Yeah.
Remember? Because she's hurt. And she's like,
oh, you would, yeah,
kiss me
you
and be
carry
my
her to the
boyfriend.
nurse's office
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. It was like, I'll be your big sister or your mom or something.
yeah.
And that was when like she offered to like bathe you or cook for you or something. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Makina's brain is like a sponge, remember? Have to be careful or she'll pick up on that nonsense before you know it. It's so funny.
I was just thinking of SpongeBob. Somehow you really do seem like a dad all of a sudden.
In what respect?
You got that zaddy energy. Oh, I don't know, the way you got flustered when she asked you for a kiss?
That was just the common sense reaction to the situation.
Really now? So what if I asked you for a kiss? What would you do then?
I take out my wallet and ask how much.
It's like $50. Come on, even if I'm not gonna demand money for that, you can totally kiss me if you want, okay? On the house.
Can't we just do it in here?
There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Jeez, you've got no guts, you know that?
It's worked out for me so far. Haha.
Haha, I've retained my virginity.
I carry my floppy to Amane's room on the second floor and deposit it on the bed. But just as I was warned, a good 30 minutes passed without Makina's death grip on my clothes weakening in the slightest.
These two look like it's like the splash art of a show that's about two roommates where one's the clean one and one's the dirty one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you. We'll just never see eye to eye.
And then the yellow bear thing next to it's the crazy person that breaks in through the door.
Yeah, yeah, that's their neighbor. Yeah.
He's always annoying. And when the girl finally sinks into full-fledged sleep, her hand slips free. Seizing my chance, I quietly rise from her bedside and return to my room.
Where you going?
Wake up with her next to you. When women are in a bad mood, like when they're on their period and stuff,
Yeah.
they eat nothing but salad for breakfast. True statement.
100%. That's
Socrates.
I've always seen that. Yeah.
A simple, valuable rule of thumb I learned from my time with Jib.
I think she might be fucking with you.
Everyone
She just doesn't want you to bother her, so she's like, I need some kind of signal for him to leave me alone. It's like, I'll just eat salad. I'll tell him when I'm eating a salad to fuck off.
Every once in a while, she'd stumble bleary-eyed into the room in her favorite cow print pajamas, scratching
I want to see that.
at her shaggy head, then narrow her already menacing eyes to dagger-sharp slits and mumble, "Just salad for me." Of course, we're talking about Harudera Yuria here.
Who?
A personage renowned as Queen Hysteria in her professional life. In deference to that noble title, on such mornings I would quietly resolve not to oppose her. But then I just got healthier, and I was like, fuck. But for some reason,
Whenever I'm in a bad mood, my poops become really regular.
we always ended up fighting anyway. Quite the mysterious phenomenon.
What?
Jesus, why are you here?
What do you think you're staring at?
Nothing in particular. I mean,
So I'm nothing to you?
I just wake up in my room, and there's always another girl here.
Oh, woe is you.
Maybe blonde women are just cranky in the mornings by default. Do you need a salad?
Maybe they just don't like you.
But then again, I guess Michiru is always more or less like this. If I went out of my way to be kind to and solicitous now, she'd probably interpret it as condescension and flip out. That said, the alternate approach, remarks to the effect of quit your bitching, go get laid for once, or perhaps your womb's going to shrivel up unless you get it to a little attention every once in a while, is equally problematic.
God, if only there was more than those 4 options.
In my experience, such frank but well-intentioned advice is met only with a flash of lightning, like wrath from above. In other words, the only winning move in this game is to not play. The end.
Just black, instant black screen, episode ends.
As my predecessor once put it, noblemen and hysterical women will have their way. Don't get too worked up about it, and I've never had cause to doubt the soundness of her judgment in this matter.
Though we did work at a Burger King, so everyone kind of had it their way.
Accordingly, while the question, why the hell is this girl eating breakfast in my room, maybe floating through my mind at the moment, I judge it wisest to maintain my silence.
Okay, what am I supposed to do? Sachi went out this morning. You telling me to skip breakfast and starve to death?
Go to Burger King.
Burger King's breakfast is like subpar at best.
That's true. Look, I didn't say a word. Just get hash browns.
What the heck? If you have something to say, then just spit it out already. You're seriously pissing me off.
You're in my room. Can someone please explain to me why blonde women all say the same things? You'd think they were all reading from one script.
Yeah, just writers of the game made it.
It's a script.
Yeah, it's right here. You have one too. Have you not been studying your
script? Don't tell me there's some sort of little red book for blondes secretly circulating among the fair-haired population, and they're all living in accordance with its teachings.
Yeah, it's called Goldilocks.
Hey, Michiru, what do you think of this bread?
Is it too hard? Right? Too soft?
That's just right. Yeah, it's good stuff. Thanks again. I feel a little bad just for showing up all of a sudden, but I smelled bread and I floated like a hobo with a pie on a window.
It wasn't a surprise or anything. Oh wait, no, that's Sachi. Sachin came to my room last night and politely asked me to please take care of Mitri-sama's breakfast, you know?
Huh? Seriously?
Sachi's here? In other words, Sachi predicted that the moment she left the door, you'd go sponge off Amine like the helpless freeloader you are.
SpongeBob.
Seems the girl knows you well.
Shut up, you! I can cook just fine, alright? I'm just choosing not to.
I see. Freakishly enough, I can remember Jib once saying exactly the same thing. At this point, I'm about ready to wonder if that secret instruction manual really does exist.
We're the same person. I'm multiple people, and Jib is one of them.
But if so, Michiru, my friend,
Michiru, my friend,
I foresee trouble in your future. I see you drunk on cheap sake, lazily slapping together some home cooking and then coercively demanding, well, delicious, huh? It's delicious, right? Of your victims. On top of it all, I see you passing out on the sofa without bothering to put away the dishes or clean the kitchen.
If I cook, then you fucking do the dishes.
Yes, I'm afraid there's a good chance you're going to become a complete nuisance of a woman.
What the heck? Since when can you see the future? Oh my fucking god.
Since I found out about the script.
We need to put you in the circus like right now.
Come to think of it, we did have that one little incident with you, didn't we, Michiru? I think you got inspired by some cooking manga or something.
No, it's cooking mama.
All of a sudden, it's, I'll make dinner today. And before I know it, the kitchen's a complete mess. Remember that?
That isn't mama.
but I did make the Salisbury steak just fine, right? Everyone said it was totally delicious. All I had to do was open it out of the red box.
Red box,
and
yeah.
then I cut a little slit in it, and I put it in the oven for 58 minutes or whatever.
And then flip them over and
Yeah.
rotate the sauce and cook for another
And
minute
then
and
you
a
put
half.
that really gross watery gravy on it. And then you scrape the onions off because the onions in there are kind of gross.
What? Well, it wasn't bad by your standards, but I ended up having to make the potato salad, and Sachan got stuck cleaning up the disaster zone in the kitchen, you know?
Oh yeah, good times.
If only she were a maid. Big deal. I totally did the cooking part just fine.
And loved doing that.
What?
And loved doing maidly
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Listen carefully, Michiru-chan. Chan, I hate that. I'm just gonna stop doing it. Cleaning up after yourself is a part of cooking, okay? Didn't they teach you in school that the trip's not over until you're safe at home?
You have to say that like you're just lecturing a 2-3-year-old? I'm 5, okay?
Come now, Amine. I think you've made your point. In any case, it's interesting to hear that Michiru really can cook. I'd like to try that Salisbury steak myself sometime.
I can also work as a pretty good nutcracker. Huh? Really?
Excuse me, Yuji? Can you stop trying to wrap things up by feeding the girl a bunch of insincere lip service?
What the fuck? She was gonna leave.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do if Michiru swallows your nonsense and announces, I'm gonna make lunch today, or something? Sachan's not around today, and I'm busy myself, you know?
This is how the apocalypse starts.
Hey, Amine, I'm right here, you know. Could you be a little less ruthless, maybe?
So anyway, where's Sachi wandered off to first thing in the morning?
Huh? Didn't she tell you she has a job now? There's a festival at the shrine today. So,
Oh my god, I forgot all about this.
Sachan went to help them set up.
Ah, a festival, is it?
A festival for the restival.
When I was cutting through the area around the shrine on my run with Makina this morning, I did hear the sound of a group practicing with flutes and drums or something. They must have been rehearsing for the main event.
I just thought it was the trumpets of the apocalypse.
Now that you mention it, Makina kept yelping, Summer Zesty-vole and Dog Dance this morning.
Zumi Festival?
Yeah,
Festival.
festival. I assume that was more of her cryptic nonsense and ignored it, but I guess she must have meant Summer Festival and Bond Dance.
What the fuck's a bond dance?
When you dance with bonds.
With the bond?
Bone chickies.
Bone, chicky, bone.
Yep, no doubt. The shopping district's joining in the festival as well. So Sachan went to help them set up the tents and towers or whatever. I don't know, it's like half listening. And Makina's off at the chili dog stand. Her bakery's setting up.
What?
We baked the buns.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm gonna be heading out soon myself to help make the pork miso soup they'll be giving out for free at the children's events.
Oh, pretty admirable contributions to your town for such an insolent bunch. Not bad. It's community service.
Yeah, this is a prison. Yeah, I guess. Mihama Academy might be sitting on reclaimed land, but we're still part of our town.
Well, I firmly approve of putting down roots in the broader community.
So I've impregnated everyone here.
To rephrase that, if we don't pitch in with this sort of straightforward community service, Mihama will probably get a reputation as some secretive school where God knows what goes on.
Why did Mihami just pop? Oh, it's the
Mihami?
it's the Will Smith Miami song.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's like,
Yummy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's not like our budget's coming out of the public coffers, so I doubt we'd get protesters with placards hurling eggs over the gate. But still, putting a
Not at
little
those prices.
effort into period can't hurt.
What the heck? Way to make it sound like the bad guy. Wait. I gotta start over. I misread the script. Way to make me sound like the bad guy for not doing anything.
I'm glitching. There's like 2 of me.
I wasn't really implying anything. I mean, it's not like
Sarah Lee.
is doing anything either, right?
Well, shit, I just came up with one.
That works.
Okay, it's sort of the sponsor, you know? There's tons of East Beach Group banners dangling from the streetlights in the shopping district right
East
now.
Beach.
I'm more of a West Beach kind of gal. Can't miss them, really.
So it's all good if you just throw a little money around, huh?
Now you're getting the
Well,
idea.
joke's on you. I don't have any.
Oh, and apparently the chairman of the shopping district asked her to be a judge for some singing contest they're holding this afternoon. You know, as a representative of East Beach. Represent? I guess she was planning to refuse at first, but never quite managed to work up the guts to say no. So yeah, I don't think she's just lazing around either.
No. Triangle.
No, doesn't cut it, Missy. If you've got the time, come help out like the rest of us. There's tons of work to do for the Children's Festival, you know. You can make cotton candy and hand it out, or help give the kids with prize tickets and assortment of sweets. Oh, this year's there's a goldfish scooping ticket. I'm there.
That's the one for me.
So maybe you could be a goldfish lady.
Blub blub.
I am the snack that smiles back.
Till you bite my head off.
That one's
You
been building
okay?
up for a while.
Yeah.
Michiru in one of those light blue happy coats might work for you. Yeah, go for the goldfish lady. You're a blonde, so the coloration works. Somehow I can really picture you as a Carney's daughter with your scoop.
You're trying to make that sound like a compliment, but I sort of feel like it isn't.
Is it?
I don't know.
Was it?
Can you clarify? Do you like me? YN.
No.
Oh.
Selling chicks that cost practically nothing to dumb kids really does seem like it would suit you. Or
You calling me a pimp?
maybe running one of those semi-fraudulent die-cutting stalls where the prizes are entirely at the owner's discretion.
Are you insulting me?
I don't know.
Are you threatening me? You totally are, aren't you?
I'm gonna crack your nuts.
What? What?
Now,
That really threw me off. Hang on. Yeah, I'm there now. It's just so offhand. It would be like, I'm gonna crack your nuts.
now, let's all just calm down. Come help me out later if you have some free time, okay?
You don't say that to people.
I haven't in a long time.
Yeah, fine. It's not like I've got anything better to do. I was just gonna crack nuts all day. I can't stand kids, but I'll help out anyway.
What about you, Yuji?
No, I'm not going.
I've got nothing to do either, so I'll help out if there's any jobs where a little physical power might come in handy.
Because I'm so ripped.
Welcome to the gun show.
Sorry, I just gotta reach this over here. He just like flexes the whole time. You see this neck vein?
Then how about helping out Sachan? Setting up a tower seems pretty hard and all.
Roger.
I mean, it's not that hard. I pitch a 10 every morning.
In that case, let's finish up breakfast quickly and get going. Michiru, want a refill on that milk? Another slice of bread, maybe? It's pretty tasty stuff, isn't it?
Little milky.
Sure, it's tasty. I guess I'll have some more if you're offering.
Chucky Milky.
I don't have the slightest clue what you're angry about, but incidentally, Makina's the one who made that bread.
What? Seriously? Oh my god, she's been trying to poison me for years, and you just helped her.
I bought a bread maker yesterday, you know. Makina kneaded up a whole bunch of dough this morning, and we tried baking some right away.
Let's just break bread.
Came out pretty darn good, right?
So it's just the machine doing all the work then. Even I could make tasty bread if I had a good machine.
Well, how else do you expect us to bake it?
I have 3 or 4 good machines in my sock drawer, but unlike you, Makina cleaned up the kitchen after she was done.
Ooh.
Ooh, don't cut it, Missy.
I don't know, I get by on it pretty well.
I agree all the time. I agree with the best of them.
Well, that's what my machines are for, so I can agoo.
And so, having partaken of our morning repast, whatever, close enough,
Totally.
we immediately head out to assist the local festivities, with Michiru and Amane joining the event staff for the Children's Festival. They proceed to brandish sticks at a group of innocent neighborhood children gathered in short-sleeved happy coats, forcing these little captives to parade through the town, dragging a float that must be over 3 tons in weight. This seemingly meaningless exercise in sadism, roughly equivalent to the classic dig a hole and fill it back up again number,
Yeah, Shia.
does serve a certain purpose.
I guess they don't fill them back up.
No, they do not. Namely, helping these impressionable youths understand it's pointless to resist adults, and providing them an early introduction to the carrot and stick principle that ultimately governs our world. Still, from what I hear, Amane proved extremely popular with the kids, especially the older grade school boys. Most likely, a few local children were given a jump start on the road towards puberty, internalizing the sad law that governs our gender. Obey the breasts.
There's nothing wrong with that.
In the meanwhile, my spur-of-the-moment assistance was directed towards the area reserved for the bond dance, where apparently they were eager for male help.
And I had to obey because they had breasts.
I hurried to the plot of land being used for the purpose, still in my uniform. There, I discovered Sachi, in full maid dress despite the brutal heat, swinging a scythe around like our Grim Reaper made flesh. It's pretty freaking awesome, man. I'd watch that anime.
Right?
Straightening from her...
I guarantee that anime exists. A maid with a scythe.
Oh, I'm sure. Let's Google maid with a scythe.
I'm doing it now. Keep reading.
She offered me a deep
go.
nod. Well,
that.
yeah. The words, thank you for coming, spoken in the tone of a commander at Luzon, greeting his reinforcements, and a sickle of my own, politely pressing me into immediate service. The tower for the dance itself was already standing tall in the middle of the plot, and the neighborhood council tents had been set up. The only pressing business remaining was mowing down the weeds on the edges of the area. My allies in this task, apart from the indomitable maid already mentioned, including older ladies in sweatpants with towels wrapped around their head to ward off the sun. And here and there a few younger housewives in fashionable sports gear and sun visors, looking as though they'd wandered out of a yoga class.
I can't find one.
Aww.
There's lots of pictures of it, but there's no like, this is the anime.
Put the word anime after the...
I did.
Oh. Then yeah, there must not be one.
Scarlet Gaze?
A wise man once said, our nation's greatest national security threats are the weeds that keep sprouting up in our maneuvering grounds. No matter how many damn times we cut them down, or so I'm told. But it seems as though this invasion of thick wild grasses hasn't confined its intolerable aggression to military targets.
There's one in Queensblade.
That makes sense.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I don't know. We're just cutting grass. We have a word for those who invade our territory. Enemies, watched over by the blazing hot gaze of the sun. I quietly wield my scythe in devoted pursuit of the national interest. I'm making this sound epic, but I'm really just cutting grass.
Yeah, you don't look that cool, bud.
Although I had my doubts about this slapdash approach of readying the venue on the day of the event itself, after about 2 hours of reaping, we've gotten ourselves a perfectly respectable venue for a bone dance.
Whatever that happens to be.
It's where you dance around a big tower that's on fire.
Of bonds?
Yes. With all the construction work complete, the council's just beginning to test its speaker equipment.
Sipowitz.
Having returned our tools to a nearby storehouse, Sachi and I accept canned soft drinks from a plastic pail full of ice, then soothe our parched throats as we towel the sweat off our foreheads.
Allow me to express my personal gratitude for your assistance, Kazumi. I'm not even going to do it. I'm not doing it anymore. But I'm going to keep mentioning it, so it just takes just as long for me to just fucking do it. Thanks to you, we were able to finish the preparations well ahead of schedule.
Have to say, though, waiting until the day of the festival to mow the ground strikes me as a little reckless.
Well, even if you mow the plot a week before the event, the weeds will simply grow right back again, and the shopkeepers all have their stores to attend to, so this neighborhood is fundamentally lacking in male volunteers. You're like the only dude.
Oh, no. Makes sense, I guess.
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does for an anime. Oh, right. It's rather unusual for a young man to offer his assistance, so the members of the Women's Association were quite grateful to you, Kazumi. I still can't even say his name right.
I can't pronounce that
It
name
wasn't
right
the
either.
sand that was throwing me off, it's just his name.
It's my Americanness.
Mowing down weeds is one thing I'm used to. Not a problem.
Incidentally, several members of the association asked me if you were my boyfriend.
I told him yes. Oh, and what did you tell them?
Nah, I just told them I'd suck you off sometimes for fun. I answered, please don't spread it around.
How about denying it? That'd be crazy talk. Then again, if she just shook her head with those expressionless glass bead eyes and said, "No, just a classmate," I'd probably end up feeling pretty melancholy. The human male is a pretty selfish creature.
I love her so much. Like, this is the best.
The scales.
I need like a phone case that just has her doing that, because that would make me look cool.
Oh, Papa! Oh, if it isn't Makina. Haven't seen you in ages. Since this morning, specifically. You're such a riot. You reunited at last. You weren't cheating on me while I was gone, were you? Well, were you?
Not yet.
Huh? Oh, you caught me red-handed. I was just now flirting around with this maid here. Oh, say what? Oh, yeah, I can wear one too.
We were only talking, actually. There wasn't any real cheating involved, so...
Girl.
Oh my god. Teach her better.
Well, if it isn't Sachin you're messing around, if it is Sachin you're messing around with, I guess it's cool.
Score.
Seriously?
What are you up to, Maki? Sean? Already finished at the bakery?
Oh, look at you blatantly changing the subject.
Kasami-san, would you please explain to me why you always feel the need to inconsiderately blurt out things better left unsaid without even trying to phrase things somewhat diplomatically?
That's my thing.
Maki-chan has officially sanctioned your adulterous urges under the condition that I be your partner, so why not try putting aside the apathetic facade for once? Come, let us mess around together.
Y'all permit a blowjob or two.
Me too.
But no kissing and no going all the way. What the hell are you saying? Oh, fucking owie!
Listen,
My Laurel Zini!
if I can't kiss, then I don't even want anything to do with it.
Ouch! Don't say stuff like that to Sachi. She will start blowing me.
Oh no!
She'll take it seriously. What are you going to do if I wake up tomorrow morning to find the girl sitting on her heels at my bedside with a box of tissues in her lap?
I don't know, high five you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, right. No, I guess that'd be stealing one of Amini's jobs, huh?
Damn right.
That is not the issue here, okay? For one thing, even Amine isn't quite that convenient a woman.
If such a scenario is to your liking, Kazami-san, I don't particularly...
Okay, stop squirming around and blushing. Don't take her stupid joke seriously, alright? I have my hands full with Amine.
I could have my hands full with you.
I'll pass on any more sluts in my life.
Okay, well, hang on.
Was somebody talking about me?
Somebody said sluts 3 times and I
My
appeared.
slut sense went off.
Oh, if it isn't Amine, what a coincidence. I was just mentioning how I don't need other women with you around.
Goddamn right. Okay, I get the feeling you've twisted the conversation in a slightly self-serving way, but I guess I'll let it slide this time. As long as you slide it, never mind.
So, blowjob? Are you finished up with the children's events already?
Well, way to kill the mood. For the time being, I think we've helped as much as we can help. How about you guys?
Sachi and I helped get the venue set up, and went pretty smoothly. I finished up my shift for the morning, and the afternoon person showed up to take over, so I'm done too.
Okay then, guess we should return to the Georm for now. Take a bath, then get into our Yukata.
Oh ho! Yukata roleplaying time, right? Let's do the evil magistrate game, where we're changing, just like last year. Damn, sounds like fun. Let me pull on your sashes too.
I hate to interrupt while everyone's getting along so nicely and, like, obviously flirting, and why
Yeah.
haven't we all just done stuff together? We're in high school, this probably would have happened. Where's Michiru-sama, and what is she doing? Right, I completely forgot about her.
Oh shit, she drowned in the pool. Come to think of it, that bottle blonde isn't around. What's her deal?
She said the turtle scooping thing again. There's not even a turtle scooping thing here. Did she bring that?
Hey, it was actually a huge help having Michiru with us, you know? She was doing her "don't get the wrong idea" thing every time she handed out candy. That voice is really hard to do while whispering. The kids just loved her. I guess we're in a tsundere boom these days, after all. I mean, the children were seriously going nuts, and she was cracking them all. They kept running after her, yelling, "Michiru!" And then she'd turn around and go, "Excuse me, princess. Who said you could use my first name? I don't remember becoming your girlfriend or anything." Of course, that just got them even more fired up.
She's now dating 11 of them.
They were all over her. You wouldn't believe it. So, the girl got a little carried away, put on this giant goldfish costume, and tried performing an original dance outside the scooping booth.
Why couldn't we see this?
Right?
No idea what she was thinking. Ended up getting a heat stroke.
Rode a jingle for goldfish. Rode a song for goldfish. Oh, some snack that smiles back until you bite their heads off.
Goldfish.
I know the whole theme song.
I didn't know there was a whole. I just know the snack that smiles.
Yeah,
back.
that's the end of the song.
Right now, I guess she's probably cooling off in the kiddie pool, having electrolyte solution poured down her throat.
I could help with that.
That's an extremely serious matter.
No, what's the deal with Chiru anyway? Am I
Heat
right?
stroke.
Yeah, at this point, I'm really leaning towards something being seriously off in her cranium.
Insane in the membrane almost.
Her. The scene flashes before my eyes. Michiru stretched out limply in a giant goldfish costume, half submerged in a plastic kiddie pool, kids dumping water over her head using plastic pails. I feel like this might actually have exceeded surreal and looped back around to become something of a pleasant little image. Where's the CG, bro?
Right?
I think I'd like to check up on Mitru-sama. Where is she at the moment? You know where the children's hall is, by the side of the shrine? They're doing the goldfish scooping over there, so I think she'll be off nearby in the shade. Or dead in a ditch, I don't know. Understood. Well then, if you'll please excuse me.
No, Sachine's a real worrywart, ain't she?
Maybe she just wants to watch Michiru flopping around weekly. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself. Let's go.
I wanted to catch me a Magikarp.
No, you're gonna amuse yourself by dumping water over her face, right? I'm a little interested as well, you know. We can all look at Chira going gloop gloop and say, hardy har 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 har. Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, nothing like some casual waterboarding torture to get everybody happy and friendly.
As we hardy har har around her.
Are you people demons or what?
What, you're not going to come along?
No, I want to go.
Too bad. Guess we'll have to go by ourselves, Makina.
Oh yeah, let's get going, Papa. Buy me one of them ice creams and snap in the middle, okay? We can split it.
Herm. Very well.
You've convinced me.
Guess I'll buy Michiru and Sachi some while I'm at it.
Fine, I'll go, but only if I can get one of those SpongeBob ice creams where the eyes are like all fucked up.
Makes me laugh just looking at it.
I love SpongeBob. Hey, are you trying to leave me behind? Wait up, I'm coming too.
Should I get my SpongeBob tattoo on my thigh?
Inner or outer?
We conclude our slightly hectic afternoon by retrieving Michiru, as expected, thoroughly transformed into a water toy by the local children, then temporarily returning to the dorm to ready ourselves for the festival proper. At the first hint of the crow, the squawking of birds returns to their nest fills the air.
When the cock calls midnight.
The sounds abruptly washed out by the rapid popping of a 5-stage thunder firework, reminiscent of a bursting mortar shell or an AC/DC concert. A notification that everything's gone off as planned, marking the official beginning of the festival.
What the fuck was going on all day then?
Whoa, look at me. Oh, Papa, look at me. Look at me, Papa.
You're not looking!
Papa, look.
Oh, Japanese clothes really do suit a stumpy little barrel like you, don't they?
Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Here, just let me get a better look. Do a turn.
She's so cute.
You've got this thing on pretty well, don't you? Did Amine put it on for you?
She's like actually adorable when she's not wearing like slutty clothes.
Makina's Yukata has a pre-tied sash, so it's not too hard to get on.
That's good because my bow tie is a clip-on.
Oh, does that mean your sash is the real deal, Amine?
Why don't you pull it and find out? Well, duh. Where I come from, you can't get away with the pre-tied version like some little idiot. After grade school, you know? By middle school, you get laughed out of the festival unless you show up with a real one.
Plus, I couldn't get a pre-tied sash over these jugs.
No, fuck! My pride is in tatters, you know.
You gotta do like the Americanized Japanese accent.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's not racist, is it?
Nah.
I don't care. This game is racist.
Hey, it's fine in your case. The thing suits your height and figure best anyway. and you're always messing up your yukata anyway. So a looser sash is perfect. I almost said loser sash.
You're a loser,
That's what we
Sash.
called him in middle school.
Well, whatever. I guess it's all good. Easier to slip it off that way, right?
Let's find out.
And also, Amane's wearing panties,
Yeah, I do that all the time.
and she's got a towel wrapped around her tummy. But I'm going totally commando. You know? Another advantage.
Sorry, what exactly are you supposed to be competing at here?
It's cold in here.
The windiest crotch. Anyway, as a what? Materialistic modern kid who hasn't even tried to learn a thing about our religious heritage or whatnot, I gotta admit, I don't have a friggin' clue what this here festival is supposed to be a celebration of or whatever.
I don't know. There's like 7,000 festivals in Japan a year.
But if nothing else, I'm no slouch when it comes to enjoying my festivals to the fullest. You know?
I wanna. Like, I don't want to just have one of these, but like, it'd be cool to go to a festival where I could wear one of those.
Yeah. Gotta go to Japan.
I know. Take me to Japan.
I don't really get it, but you certainly do seem pretty fired up.
What's with the goldfish pattern on the yukata, Makina? Is this your way of harassing me?
I'm gonna scoop ya!
Obviously, you knew that was going to happen when you bought this.
Oh, it's Chiru Chiru. Slept off your goldfish hangover?
Yeah, I ate too many. I wasn't goldfish drunk in the first place. I got a friggin' heat stroke. And frankly, I've seen more than enough goldfish for one day.
Take it off. Well, Amini picked out this yukata for me the other day. But maybe we should have gone with the fucking panda pattern after all.
The what?
The hell kind of a pattern is that?
We'll see.
Pandas.
There's like
Monkeys. It's like the Kama Sutra, but with pandas. Kung Fu Panda got weird in the fourth one.
Okay, so when we went to the Draper, there was this one yukata with those cute little panda bears having a friendly wrestle.
first just skadoosh.
It was like World Wildlife Foundation, but someone jokingly changed it to the WWF, and it was a panda slamming a chair down on another.
That sounds awesome.
I think that shirt exists, actually.
Probably.
And all of a sudden, Makina yells, "I just want the pandas get to join." I can't do it, Makina.
All right, I don't sound like that.
And I just couldn't unsee it. So I ended up going with a nice safe pattern instead, and I got the panda one for later. But the goldfish aren't bad either, right? See, look at this. Like, they're fish and they're gold. They're kind of red, actually. Makina's sash has this round fluffy part on the back, just like a ribbon tail. Pretty cute, right?
I'm just playing coy.
It is weird that they're... I was going to say,
But
like,
tush.
they look like... They've got koi fish colors, but they're goldfish.
In combination with those pigtail spoilers and the cylindrical designs of the clothes, it kind of resembles a vectoring nozzle.
No, thanks. You really know how to woo a lady.
Those pigtail spoilers. You flip them and they tell you that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Stars the metal soul. No doubt it'll prove useful for precision maneuvering in a zero-G environment. Yeah, they're just fooling around in bed and he like runs his finger through her hair. Dobby dies.
No!
Yes. Great. I was asking if it looked cute, okay?
Herm! Man, whew. I see. You look cute, Makina.
I know.
Really? He?
I should have wore underwear.
Yours looks great as well, Amine. I'm ominously impressed at how small your chest looks in it.
Yeah, thanks. I had to wrap like 4 towels to...
Yeah.
I'm like towel tricking my own tits.
And as for you, Michiru,
Do people know what towel tricking is?
the usual outfit I see. I don't know, wrapping it around your boobs.
Oh, no, for Xbox 360.
Oh, gotcha. I see what you're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had to do that a few
We've
times.
done that a few times. But I mean, that was so long ago. Like, is that a thing that people knew about that you had to do?
Right, like you literally had to overclock your system.
Yeah, well, the welding stuff that they used was like faulty. So if the Xbox got too hot, it would like detach and it wouldn't work and it would give you like a red ring of death.
Yeah.
So the way to fix it was to wrap it in a towel and run it until it overheat again to melt the welding shit,
Right.
whatever that's called. Like the solder, I
This-
guess. It
yeah.
wasn't really a solder. I don't remember what it was.
It just... Right.
But it worked like 80% of the time. Or you would play Wits and Wagers.
It didn't.
and you would break your Xbox.
It didn't work for my Wits and Wagers
It sure
problem.
didn't.
Had to buy my own.
Just wiped your Xbox from the planet.
As for you, Michiru. Oh, I said this already. Usual outfit, I see.
Oh.
So what? It's not like I've never worn a yukata before, okay? I just happen to not bother today. What? You want me to wear one that badly? Is that it? Miyuki!
I wasn't really telling you to put one on. I'm just saying.
What's Miyuki mean?
More importantly, where are the other girls?
No!
They didn't want to draw them in yukatas.
Yeah. Yumi-chan went out a little earlier in a yukata. I don't really get it. But I guess she's pouring drinks in a tent where a bunch of local big shots are gathering.
She's laying naked on the bar and they're eating sushi off of her.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That does sound awesome. I love sushi and naked women.
She's stomped out with this super bitter look on her face, though. You ain't getting waited on by a woman with that sort of scowl. Just gonna make the sake taste bad?
No. That's actually, like, way better. The bartender's kind of mean.
Jeez, poor girl can't even enjoy a festival in peace.
Well, when you got a family like that, you just gotta deal with it.
And what about Sachi?
Why are you looking at me? I mean, I do know where she is, but still. So I'm gonna tell you. Sachi's going around locking up the dorm since everybody's gonna be out at once, that's all.
Why, speak of the devil, it is I, Komine Sachi.
Same old maid uniform, huh?
No, this one's different.
Probably is. Won't deny I was a little curious to see how Sachi'd pull off a yukata, but I guess
Like this, and she just rips Amine's off.
should have known better. Well, you were right. She's wearing panties.
What are you saying, Kazami-san? It might initially appear to be a mere maid uniform,
Yep.
but looks can be deceiving. This summer model was designed to facilitate action in tropical jungles, offering unsurpassed protection against heat and
It's got this little flap on the butt.
for pooping.
No, it's fine. You don't have to say the whole thing.
I already said the whole thing. Pooping.
Pooping was the end.
It usually is.
I give up. Go wander off to Saipan or Guadalcanal or whatever.
Okay then, whatever the fuck that was. Everyone's gathered up and all. So let's set out for the festival.
Things go smoother when we ignore Yuji. Yay!
Roaring like a paratrooper leaping out of a plane,
Oh
Makina
my god, change the channel from History Channel.
just slips into her. Turn on some ESPN every once in a while.
Please.
Bursts out of the dorm, clattering noisily with every step.
Oh, come on. If you run, you're gonna fall, you know.
No, I won't. Ah, fuck!
Oh my god!
Amine hastens after Makina, a wry smile on her face, and the rest of us follow her lead.
And then the fucking freeze frame into credits and the Pokemon announcer is like, will they make it there next time?
Yeah, to Saffron City.
That's you can picture them like her running, Amine chasing her, and you're like standing back there laughing.
It shows
just a
the hill that they're on with the trees around them,
Yeah.
and you see Saffron City in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Anime.
When the journey continues. Maybe the primitive rhythms of drums and flutes naturally stir up the human heart. The shopping district, now transformed into the venue for a festival, is crowded with unusually lively people. I don't know why.
Summer Zesty-vole.
Okay, look. How many times do I have to tell you it's Summer Festival?
I know what it is, but it's more fun.
I mean, why do your words always get all mangled up like that anyway?
I don't know. The guys out there do it. No, look it. What's that? Oh, God.
Hey, jeez, come on. I keep telling you not to run. Where are you going? Oh, shit. I just clicked my microphone.
Uh-oh, it's over.
We're good. Let me make
Delete it
this.
again.
Nah, it's fine.
I think she might become a little more mature now that she started working part-time, but it looks like Makina is still just a child after all.
Oh? And are you an adult yourself, Mitri-sama?
Well, I suppose it depends on how you define an adult. I think people have different skills and maturity. But at the very least, I don't get completely delirious with excitement over a few festival booths. Oh my god, it's a
Hello, kitty plushies! Well, it'd definitely be a little weird if you started running around shrieking with Makina, but that's a little thin justification for the whole Big Sister act.
I love Whoopi Goldberg.
More than anything else, the comment reveals Mitru-sama's astoundingly low standard of maturity.
Nice try. I'm not enough of a kid to flip out over a cheap insult like that, you fucking bitch. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my, you truly have matured, Mitru-sama. I would never have expected such a remark from an individual who was only this morning pulling a long float with the children, laughing and shrieking. To think you matured so dramatically that in only a few short hours. It's almost as though you're a completely different person. I'm deeply moved by your rapid personal growth. It's like there's a second person inside of you.
That's not true. I'm me, alright?
Definitely not second person in here.
I gotta go.
Hey there, Yuji. Got a second? You know this stuff?
What stuff? Looks like apricot candy. What about it?
Ew, apricot. Made from real apes.
Look, this is pretty
In
clearly...
cots.
This is pretty clearly a candied plum on a stick, right? So why do we call it apricot candy?
I don't know. I'll just Google it. Why don't you try asking the guy running the stall?
I did, but all he said was,
Can't say yes or no. That's just how it is, little lady.
And you know everything, so I thought I'd ask you.
That's true.
I guess that's just how it is, then.
oh.
Why are you so curious about this all of a sudden, anyway?
Well, I mean, Makina asked me, and I couldn't come up with a decent answer either.
I don't know. We call purple grapes red grapes and green grapes white grapes.
Of course, I clicked on accident.
Something happened. Speaking of Makina,
I'll
wasn't
look
she...
it up later.
Oh, I'll look it up later on the Google. Speaking of Makina, wasn't she with you? Where'd she go?
What's the difference between flammable and inflammable?
She's gone. That girl wandered off by herself yet again.
Hey Google, why do we call candied plums apricot candy? Good job, Gemini. You're doing great. Don't worry. Take your time. Cool. Let's go.
Makina!
It'll load eventually.
I believe you.
I don't know.
Technology.
Honestly, for someone who's supposedly so afraid of strangers, she was weirdly adventurous.
Has Maki-chan disappeared?
Let's try again. Hey Google, why do we call candied plums apricot candy? Well, mine's not working for some reason. Nothing to worry about. I'll track her down in no time. You can just enjoy the festival. The Zesty-vole.
Doesn't say.
Okay. That's probably
Are
why.
apricots related to... Yes, apricots and plums are closely related, both belonging to the Prunus genus,
Ooh.
which also includes peaches, cherries, and nectarines, all known as stone fruits.
I belong to the Prunus genius.
So maybe that's
Genius.
genius.
I'm a
You
Prunus
sure
genius.
are. You sure are an old smart guy. Prunus genus.
I don't know why my thing wasn't working. Because I'm an old genius.
Right. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, Prunus
Plums or
genius.
something? Why don't we adults recline leisurely under a parasol and sip on shaved frappes? That's a refined way to enjoy a festival.
Why'd you just rephrase that mid-sentence?
Come on, are you really going to point that out? Have a little pity.
In other words, you think refined adults refer to shaved ice as frappe, Mitru-sama?
Yeah? What, you got a problem with that?
You crapping on my frappe?
Not a problem per se, but do tell me, how would you describe an individual eating shaved ice? In English, please.
English? Kakiguru?
That's more Japanese than anything you've ever said.
You just added to the end of kagiguru, which is not an English word, incidentally. I don't know why I just ominate half that.
Frapper?
It seems there are some adults with truly astonishing English skills in the world these days. I do believe my perspective has just grown slightly broader.
Okay.
Shut up already! Shaved ice is shaved ice, right? Who cares about the flapperons or whatever? I don't even like that Pokemon.
Yes, quite. Well then, why don't we partake of some flapperons under yonder parasol? What flavor would you like, Mitru-sama?
The flappy kind.
Mingy! Don't treat me like a kid! I want the melon flavor, of course, please.
Oh, how very childish of you.
Yes, yes, Melon it'll be. Shall we go then?
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
Somehow watching those two lately makes me think of a middle-aged man who walks up to the counter at an electronics store and vaguely demands a cell phone in an almost angry tone of voice like a prunus genius.
I can't log into my Facebook. Fix it. Sir, I need your password for that. Well, you're the phone guy.
Right.
Fix it.
But it's on your phone. And the veteran sales clerk who gently handles the situation with a tolerant smile on her face. In the first place, flaperons are an aircraft control surface that function as both a flap and an aileron that you learned about in My Heart Has Wings.
I don't remember the stupid song we had to sing in that all the time.
We made up a different one each time.
Yeah, but I don't even remember. What were the words? Do you remember? Because it was always the same.
Right. Something about wings in the sky, fly highly, or...
Yeah, it was some kind of, like, gay little poem.
that never had the right amount of syllables for us to make a song. It was just...
It was not meant to be a song at all.
Absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with frappes or shaved ice. More importantly, where did Amine and Makina go? No! It's Tuna Fish Man! Hey, look at Amine! I want that!
Fish goods.
What now? Ooh, a stuffed animal, huh? I'd like to get it for you, but I'm not too good at this sort of thing, you know? I mean, you actually want that gross-looking toy? Seriously?
I could, like, flash my tits to the guy running the stall.
That would work.
Who you calling grotty, punk? Tuna Fish Man is high-grade fresh fish.
Honestly, you just hand the guy at the stall $20 and go, "Can I have that?"
Yeah, probably.
They will just give it to you because they could just pocket that 20.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't that thing just a big tuna with arms and legs? It really is grotty.
That's the whole point.
Is that grody?
Probably.
Grotty?
I always thought grody was like an A-D-Y.
I thought it was Grody. Surely that's not grody. Is that even a real word? I thought that was a slang word.
That's grodacious.
Unpleasant and of poor quality. A grotty little hotel.
Okay, so no, grotty. Like a grotto.
Hang on. Yeah, grotty.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you two, something's up. Something up?
Hey Yuji, I guess Makina wants that grotty stuffed animal for some reason.
I told you not to call him grotty. He's grody, obviously. I'll knock you upside the Gulliver, you dingbat.
Oh my god, I need that Gulliver.
For my travels.
Sorry, can you talk in standard Japanese?
That's so stupid. Like I said,
But quick-witted and funny.
Makina, what's that tuna thing?
A tuna? Amine points to a shooting gallery booth set up nearby, indicating a specific toy set on top of a garish red platform. A strikingly creepy plush tuna, frozen in the act of carving open its own stomach with a knife, stares back at me with the eyes of a dead fish. Tuna fish, man, eh? Pretty well made. There's death in those eyes.
You see the mice? There's death in the mice.
I know, right? Just the sort of eye for quality I'd expect from my papa.
I don't have the slightest idea what's so good about that thing personally.
Bah! A mom who randomly decides her kids' toys are garbage and tosses them away without asking ain't never gonna understand.
My Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, my Garfield collection, basically.
What? Come on, when have I ever thrown away your toys?
This woman's seriously forgotten. How about just the other day when you took my disc game for trash and threw it away?
Come on, how was I supposed to know that tiny little thing was a game?
I'm always playing it.
The video games I used to play were more like those big cassettes, right? You know, the clunky ones, clunk-clack.
You're really trying to make our age seem further apart than they actually are. You're like 2 years older than me.
I was also alive during those.
What century were you born in, Amini? Games these days are all discs or cards. Or tiny cartridges, you know?
Or like a weird, like, gift card thing that you slide in down with the Switch 2 and it's like, here's how to share it, and it's
Yeah.
stupid. Just buy shit online.
Look, I can't help it, alright? I haven't played video games since elementary school. I'm too cool for that. And it was just some cheap one my dad won as a prize for hitting home runs at the batting center. It was like a weird, like, Nintendo World Championship cartridge. I ended up throwing it away.
It was all gold and cool looking, but not that I really God, that hurts to even joke about. Not that I really care, but weren't we talking about this tuna fish doll here?
No, that's right. Oh, that's right. Tuna fish man. Get him for me. Please.
Like I
Please.
said, I'm not much good at this stuff. My eyes aren't that great, so it's hard for me to aim straight. How about you, Yuji?
Yes.
What about me?
Can you steal that? Oh, you know, the sharpshooting thing. You any good at it?
Sharpshooting, huh?
I've accidentally hit people in the eye before.
With bullets?
No.
With broom handles. To be honest, it's definitely a strength of mine. In fact, you could call me something of a specialist. But
Please don't. Because that's not how you say it.
Makina says she wants the doll, so get it for her, okay?
Show off your skills for me, Papa.
She just like starts poorly beatboxing.
Herm.
I don't know. Showing off would be easy enough. I actually can beatbox. But that's no good, Makina, my friend. Get the toy
Thank you.
yourself. I'll teach you how.
What? Isn't this sort of thing what we keep guys around for?
Super sexist.
Yeah, to scythe things and shoot things. Don't be spoiled. I'm not going to let Makina turn into a woman who just sits around waiting for someone to drop everything she wants into her lap. People like that are trash.
That's true. I mean, I haven't touched a scythe or a gun in like 2 years. I don't know if I've ever touched a scythe. It's not a real one.
Yeah, not a scythe. I've had a sickle.
Yeah.
Seize the things you want with your own hands. That's a rule of mine.
Is that why you're grabbing my boobs right now? Another friggin' rule, huh?
Obey the breasts. All right, Makina, get over here. I'll teach you.
Yeah.
Hey, Pops, we're going to play around.
You're a pro, ain't you, buddy? I can tell from your eyes. There's death in them eyes. Sorry, but we don't cotton to sandbaggers here.
Don't go jumping to conclusions there, friend. I'm not playing. This shrimp is. Assume that's not a problem, eh?
I don't know how a shrimp's supposed to hold a gun. The little miss, huh? Well, I guess that's all right.
Recoil will kill her. I take out 300 yen from the coin purse in my pocket and slide it across the counter to the old man manning the booth.
Don't act like you ain't got a fanny pack.
It's a Sailor Moon coin purse. All right, Makina. Listen up. The distance to your target is a mere 1.8 meters. Practically point-blank range. There's effectively no wind. Can't ask for better conditions than this. Even a drugged monkey could make this shot.
He looks so wide here. Like, it might just be
Yeah.
the angle, but he just looks wide. It's weird for an anime main, like, protagonist to be like, oh, I'm big.
He looks like a, yeah. In the 90s, they were always, like,
Yeah.
super thick, I guess.
Drawn like triangles.
You've been provided with 5 rounds of ammunition. You have permission to expend the first as a test shot. I hit it!
Oh.
Use it to get a feel for your rifle's personality.
Well, here's the thing you wanted, and it's like the toy, but it's like a shittier, smaller version.
Right.
And it's like, you said the one right there hanging on the wall. It's like, no, if you play like 3 more times,
Then you can
get
trade
that
in the
one.
4 stuffed animals that your child's already touched for the big one.
Yeah. Can I just give you like $30 and you could fucking hand it to me?
Keep in mind that bullet's been paid for through punishing taxes on our countrymen. Only 5.56 millimeters sets them back 300 yen. One 7.62 is 350 out of the public's purse. Snipers aren't permitted to waste their bullets. Understood? Ninja! All right, then.
Say that.
As a rule, fresh recruits like you should aim for the chest, not the head. It's a bigger target and less likely to shift on you suddenly. Much easier to hit. But it's a pile of cups. When using a small rifle with...
I think they're shooting the stuffed animal at, like, if they
I
knock
think,
that
yeah,
stuffed
they have to
animal
knock...
off.
Right, which they, like, keep it weighted down.
Oh, of
or with
course.
a, yeah. An optical augmentation, you have nothing to rely on but your long years of experience and your instincts. But unfortunately, you happen to be completely lacking in the former. But Then again, we're dealing with a completely static target here. Even an amateur can manage that. You've got an excellent spotter. For now, believe in me. Hooah! Alright then, here's your first round. Stuff it into the muzzle without leaving any gaps. Air will leak out even in the smallest crack, throwing off your trajectory. Load your weapon with the greatest possible care.
I have no idea what's happening right now, but I have an idea.
And Yuji has a slightly off-kilter idea.
What's new?
I choose a piece of cork that appears to be well-balanced from the small dish of bullets the booth's owner handed me, and then pass it to Makina. She grabs it with her fingers covered in nail art.
Right? Everyone's got henna.
The gift. The girl accepts it timidly, aligns the tapered end with the muzzle crown of her little gun, and then carefully pushes it into in place with a sharp squeak. Locked and loaded! Whoop! Very good. Next step. Pull the lever back as gently as you'd caress a woman. No, I'm straight. Oh, then,
Well, what am I even doing here?
compress the piston and engage the sear. Clear! Excellent. Now aim your sights towards the enemy. Hold... She turns it towards the booth owner.
Wait a second. All right, now give me the two-fish Oh, God.
Hold the group steady in front of your dominant eye and assume a shooting stance. Right shoulder. Good. Left shoulder. Good. Hold position to fire. I'm ready to fire. Not yet. Keep your finger on that trigger. First. Off. Draw a rough
important.
bead on your target with your dominant eye. Once you've set your line of fire, inhale deeply. From this point on, no response will be necessary. When you've drawn in as much air as your lungs can hold, breathe out 80% and hold on to the rest.
I gotta stop vaping.
Now hold your breath. Alright, listen up. From this point on, don't try to aim anymore. It's pointless. You'll make your hands shake if you try. Just visualize the bullet striking home. Got that? You are going to land this shot. Think of your friends. Think of how much you want to shoot
I
them.
was gonna say, think about how much you want to shoot your friends in your hometown.
Think of your country, and when your heart is full to the brim with determination, wrap your finger around the trigger, cold and serene as frost falling on a winter night. And fire.
Where?
Humph! Miss.
Nah, jeez.
Fuck.
There's no time to be depressed. You've figured out the quirks of your gun and its ammunition, yes? Now change your sniping spot before they have time to counterattack.
Counterattack? Hey, sorry to interrupt you guys while you're being all super lame and serious, but this is a little lame.
Idiot! What kind of a suicidal fool sneaks up behind someone in the middle of a firearms training session?
Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know you.
Yeah, I was already here.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll keep quiet. Hurry up and finish, will you?
I've heard that many times.
I'm gonna go get an elephant here. Alright then, Makina. Load your next round. Hooah! No matter how skilled you may be at something, imparting knowledge to others is rarely as easy as you might think.
But I'm super awesome at everything, so.
However, Makina possesses both a surprisingly excellent memory and fundamental mental flexibility.
Fundamental.
Just as importantly, when there's something she doesn't understand, the girl asks for clarification instead of pretending to follow. And above all else, she has a truly passionate desire to improve herself. Teach her the first step and she'll end up learning the next 10 on her own. This off-the-cuff instruction in the fundamentals of marksmanship is no exception.
So, theoretically, if I were to figure out the first step to building a teleportation device, then she could get me to getting a teleportation device?
Maybe.
So, like, I could just be like, okay, first step, get a pencil and paper. And then,
Yeah.
and then a few days later, I've got a teleporter.
Just write how to build a teleporter on top of a piece of paper and she'll figure it out.
Perfect.
The girl is visibly sucking in my every word like a sponge,
God, you really like sponges.
absorbing water. As her instructor, it's a refreshing feeling. Amine's laughing in the corner for some reason.
Yeah.
But in the end,
I'm ready.
he does really want those boots. Makina's equipped with a toy gun and completely unreliable wedges of cork. The first 4 shots sail wide of the mark, leaving her with the only the final bullet, usually reserved as insurance against being captured alive. Last bullet. It all comes down to this one shot. I'm out of money after this. I don't have anything more to teach you right now. Believe in yourself and pull the trigger. Hit! The cork bullet slaps into the tuna fish man doll on its lower right flank. A kidney shot. Like literally, it was sticking out. Balanced by the impact, the toy spins wildly around the platform. Just like that, it falls off the ledge with a satisfying thump.
Oh, yeah! Bingo! Yahoo!
Yeah, congratulations. Here, here's the little plastic frog. When you flip on the tail, it does a little jump.
No!
Hey, you're not done yet. Show some respect for your target and follow through properly. Slowly breathe in until the air in your lungs is completely replaced, maintaining careful awareness of your surroundings.
There you go, little lady. Congrats.
Yay! Tuna fish man is mine!
I don't even work here.
Huh? You guys finally done?
Amane, you're unbelievable. Here the girl is, triumphing through her own hard work, and you're paying more attention to eating a hot dog in the most suggestive way possible.
Okay, well, she got a toy and I got 4 phone numbers, so who's the real winner? But I was kind of hungry, you know? Sucking on glizzies.
Don't run your damn tongue around the thing.
Don't you tell me how to glizzy?
This is the rizzy I get with the glizzy.
No, look at Amity. I got it all on my own, you know.
Oh, nice work. Makina, looks like you've got some talent as a sharpshooter.
Looks like you've got some talent too.
You think?
Herm, to be certain you've got an eye for it. Well done, Private Irisu. Just the sort of skills I'd expect from my daughter. If you want a Narashino badge, I'll write you a letter of recommendation.
Hold me closer, Private Irisu.
Thank you kindly, Colonel.
Just to be clear, I'm not actually a colonel of anything.
Oh my god.
What?
You two really like your Army Rangers game, don't you? I mean, what kind of parenting style is that anyway? Getting a little worried about how the girl is going to turn out.
Come quickly, everyone. This is terrible. Mitru-sama has
Fallen in a well?
indigestion.
Why are you so worked up, Sachi? Something wrong with Michi?
Well, where can I even begin?
Calm yourself, woman. Start with the one thing you want to say the most.
Worcestershire sauce.
Perfect.
Did I do it?
That's the one thing you want to say the most?
It's really hard. I don't know how to say it right. Mitru-sama is an idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we all know that by now, honestly. It's so obvious that no one really bothers to spell it out, but...
in other words, you're trying to tell us that Michiru has fallen down the well? Made a complete ass of herself yet again?
Exactly.
Speaking of eggs, how about them prices, yo? They were selling some fried egg okonomiyaki over there. Want to get some?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Okonomiyaki.
Oh, sounds good. Let's go.
Come on, people. At least try to be a little concerned about Michiru.
No.
We'll get her some too. So what exactly happened, Sachi? Explain the when, where, what, and why as concisely as possible, preferably quickly, so we can get past this scene in any episode.
Yes. Well, just now at the venue for the shaved ice speed eating tournament, Mitru-sama began to shove down shaved ice with all the vigor of a workhorse. Then suddenly clutched her head and let out a cryptic shriek to the effect of "Ikoo!" and fainted.
Classic. Did you film it?
Did you tell her to lick the roof of her mouth because that gets rid of ice cream headaches?
I nod solemnly. Seems plausible enough. Incidentally, human beings really are creatures of constant growth. I'm no longer even surprised by that level of eccentric behavior on Michiru's part.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Chirichiru hasn't grown in the slightest, has she? I got a bad feeling that girl has a Darwin Award in her future.
I mean, why was Michiru even participating in a tournament like that?
I don't understand her exact motivations myself, but for some reason she declared herself a top-class cockagooer and offered to accept any challenge.
That sounds like something I shouldn't search on Google.
To be perfectly honest, none of it made the slightest bit of sense.
In other words, she started acting like the champ on the basis of nothing but her own completely unfounded pride.
According to Michiru-sama, she was no mere champ, but the boner champ. Rather, the champ among champs, the champest. Then again, I couldn't begin to comprehend what she was trying to say. So, where is she now? Well, she was carried off to the medical tent, where they covered her in blankets.
Oh my god, she's dead!
Soaked her feet in warm water in an attempt to raise her precipitously lowered body temperature.
First, it's heat stroke. Now it's hypothermia. How much of a pain in the ass can one woman be?
Yeah, next she's gonna be. She is Goldilocks. It's too hot, then too cold. But now she's just right.
Come on, no need to be so harsh on the girl. For the moment, why don't we go check up on her?
Nah.
Like so, our hectic but profoundly memorable visit to the summer festival rolled on into the night, and when the hour hand moved past 9, as the bright lights around us began to dim, we made our way back to the dorm together. Yeah! All right.
Oh, well, I guess.
Well, it's not the end.
I mean,
of
it's a
this.
new location, at
Yeah,
least.
that's good enough. We're past time.
Okay, I worry. I'm gonna click once and it's gonna be the next chapter.
Probably.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Doesn't matter.
fine.
Doesn't matter. Okay, let's hope the audio worked.
Yeah, we made it.
Did we get to hear last time? We must have.
Yes, because I mean, we at
Looking
least
at the
made it
save
past her
file.
winning the tuna fish man.
Yeah.
So
There was some of that I completely forgot, I guess, because I do remember the freezing, her freezing from the ice cream. So I guess.
Yep. Next time,
Yeah.
we'll both encounter new things.
Huzzah!
As in us and the audience. Is what I meant.
Yeah. I have extremely terrible memory. I experience new things all the time.
If this deletes again, we'll experience it again for the third time.
Huzzah!
For the first time. For the third time.
Of course.
Third time. First.
To the thirst.
Thirst.